Hello, Grace Community Church. Pastor Steve here. Today is June 24. We're continuing our journey cover to cover through the Bible. And today we are looking at the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, 9, 10, and 11. I love the book of Isaiah. I would say it is probably agreed that Isaiah is the height of Hebrew poetry. If you ask me what is my favorite chapter in the book of Isaiah, it's going to be chapter 40. But we'll get to that another time. Today we have a primary issue, and that is that the Assyrian people, this massive empire to the north, they are coming and they will destroy the northern kingdom. The year will be 722 BC, but Isaiah is at this point just prophesying that this is going to happen. But also, what will happen is the southern kingdom will be destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC. They will last longer, about 140 years longer, but their time will come to an end too. Now, God calls himself, and I love this description in chapter 8, a gently flowing water of Shiloh. That's the way he describes his care. If you could think of this as being Mount Hermon in northern Israel, and the melting ice and snow forms this beauty all around it, that is the way that God poetically describes the care that he gives and desires to give to his people, except that they have rejected him. Now, last week, or I should say yesterday, we saw that for unto you a child is born, a son is given. And you know the scripture from Christmas. But as I mentioned, there is a double result of that prophecy. One, at the time a maiden will conceive. That happens to be Isaiah's wife. And a fulfillment at the time of Christ. But in this section, chapter 8, the fulfillment is in a child whose name is Mahar-Shalal-Hashbaz. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But that is the sign that the Lord is giving in fulfillment of these prophecies that is taking place. We move to chapter 9, and the people who have walked in darkness have seen a great light. Now, the prophecy of Mahar-Shalal-Hashbaz is changing, because this seems to be far beyond anything that Isaiah's child is going to do, because his name is going to be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, the Prince of Peace. All these accolades are now pointing to someone yet to come, a Messiah, an anointed one. And so Isaiah gloriously points to Jesus Christ. But as we move forward and continue our journey, we learn more of what this Messiah is going to be like. Let me give you the verse. I actually have it here. On Isaiah 11, verse 1, out of the stump of David's family, or Jesse, David's dad, will grow a shoot, yes, a new branch bearing fruit from the old root. So the one who comes precedes Jesse and comes from Jesse, or David, as the case may be. Now look at the way Jesus calls himself in the book of the Revelation, 22 verse 16. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. Now, what we are seeing here is a beautiful understanding on how the book of Revelation actually never quotes the Old Testament, but it alludes to the Old Testament more than any other book in the New Testament. And that allusion, in this case, is from Isaiah chapter 11. That when Messiah comes, he predates David or Jesse, and he also is an offspring of David. Beautiful description. When we come to passages like this, these are moments where you can reflect on the words, absorb the beautiful poetry, but also take a moment to worship. The fact that you know this prophecy of Jesus, He's a wonderful counselor, the mighty God, the Prince of Peace, the everlasting Father. It doesn't get better than that. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.